have you resigned?
The main thing was the way the pandemic had developed. And then the announcement that vaccines were going to become mandatory for NHS staff. And I just disagree with that on every level. Through sensible, science-based reasons, really. And my reason is that at the very beginning, we were all heavily exposed to a high viral load because all sick COVID people came through the emergency department. And it therefore seems logical that we were exposed. And I was in a situation, for example, sharing an office with 3 other consultants, and they all got it, but I didn't. And many of the staff got it, fortunately, quite mildly. And I was asking myself, how come I didn't get it when everyone else did? But on that basis, I was certainly in no rush to be vaccinated for something which it seemed like I had some kind of immunity for. And then the second aspect is, of the many people who've got it, who've actually got infection, acquired immunity, what is the risk versus benefit of them having a vaccine over having infection acquired immunity? And at the very beginning, we didn't have vaccines. So when the vaccines come in, there is no research. This is a vaccine with no long-term safety data whatsoever. That's not being sensationalist. It's a simple point of fact. There is no long-term safety data. So you have to weigh up, as with any medical intervention, you have to weigh up the risks versus the benefits. It's just common sense. And then early on, when you start seeing some side effects, such as VIT, which is vaccine-induced thrombocytopenic thrombosis, which is the combination of lots of clots and reduced platelets. And it is exceptionally rare, extremely rare. So early on after the vaccine, if you're suddenly seeing 7 or 8 cases within your catchment area, then it is quite easy to associate that with the vaccine. And I am staunchly pro-vaccine because of the way standard vaccines work, which is not the way that mRNA vaccines work, and they have saved thousands of lives, you know. So I am staunchly pro-vaccine. But as soon as you stand up against a new intervention, you are inevitably labelled by the mainstream juggernaut as anti-vax. But I am staunchly pro-vaccine.
What about all the footballers falling on the field and the athletes?